In a small town shrouded by thick woods stands an abandoned mansion, a chilling reminder of a dark past. This mansion, once the pride and joy of the Darnell family, now stands as a monument to their mysterious disappearance. The Darnells, you see, vanished without a trace one eerie night, leaving behind only whispers of their existence and an unsettling legend. It's said that every year, on the anniversary of their vanishing, a haunting melody fills the desolate halls of the mansion. The mournful tune, a spectral echo of a time long past, sends shivers down the spines of the townsfolk. Yet it's this very eeriness that beckons the bravest, or perhaps the most foolhardy among them. Teenagers, armed with nothing more than courage and curiosity, dare each other to spend a night within the mansion's decaying walls, eager to test their mettle against the unseen. The mansion, with its eerie silence and chilling history, awaited its next unsuspecting visitors. One moonlit night, four friends dared to challenge the legend, their bravado leading them to the creaking front door of the mansion. These were no ordinary explorers. Jake, the brave, led the way, his flashlight slicing through the darkness. Sarah, the dreamer, followed, her eyes wide with curiosity. Mark, the skeptic, scoffed at every creak and groan, while Emily, the quiet one, trailed behind, her heart pounding in her chest. The mansion welcomed them with an eerie stillness, its silence punctuated only by the soft shuffling of their hesitant footsteps. As they ventured deeper, a grand ballroom materialized, its faded glory still evident beneath layers of dust. In its heart, a once majestic piano stood, its neglected keys gleaming under their flashlights. Sarah, drawn by an inexplicable pull, moved towards it. Her heart echoed with a melody only she could hear. With a deep breath, she reached out. The moment her fingers touched the keys, a spine-chilling melody filled the air, echoing through the mansion's desolate halls. As Sarah played, the atmosphere within the mansion transformed, growing increasingly oppressive. Shadows began to pirouette on the ancient wallpaper, their dance fueled by the flicker of their flashlights. An icy gust whispered through the shattered windows, carrying with it the scent of forgotten stories and the chill of unspeakable fear. As the otherworldly melody echoed through the dilapidated mansion, the friends felt a presence. It was as if unseen eyes were watching them, their gaze as cold as the wind that swept through the room. Their hearts pounded in their chests like a frantic drum, keeping time with the haunting lament that filled the air. Suddenly, the piano keys began to move of their own accord, as if compelled by an invisible force. The melody twisted, transforming into a mournful dirge that seemed to mirror the pain of the long-lost Darnell family. It was a song of sorrow, a requiem for a family torn apart by a fate they could not escape. The friends, now gripped by terror, turned to leave, but the once welcoming entrance was now an impenetrable barrier. Their escape thwarted, they could only watch in horror as the piano played on, its spectral melody a symphony of fear that echoed through the mansion's desolate halls. Panic set in, their screams drowned out by the spectral melody that seemed to echo the pain of the long-lost Darnell family. The mansion, with its haunting melody and unseen presence, had become their prison, the melody their jailer. As dawn broke, the mansion released its grip, the front door swinging open effortlessly. Shaken and pale, the four friends stumbled out into the cold light of morning. The haunting melody that had echoed through the mansion's halls had ceased, and the oppressive presence that had gripped them had lifted. The terror of the night was still fresh in their minds, their hearts pounding in their chests as they put as much distance as they could between themselves and the cursed mansion. They made a pact that day, a vow to never speak of the horrors they experienced within the decaying walls of the Darnell mansion. But as they went their separate ways, the memory of the spectral melody and the unseen presence remained etched in their minds, a chilling reminder of the night they had dared to test the limits of their courage. Despite their vow of silence, the legend of the Darnell mansion lived on, whispered amongst the locals, and passed down to the next generation of brave and curious souls. Warnings were given to avoid the cursed place, yet the mansion, standing tall and foreboding against the backdrop of the thick woods, continued to draw in those who sought to uncover its dark secrets. The abandoned mansion with its forgotten melody remains a chilling reminder that some stories are best left untold and some places left unexplored.